Hello, and welcome to ASHP's webinar on Personnel Placement Service at the Mid-Year Clinical Meeting. Today we will discuss what to expect, how to plan, some registration information, and more. PPS is hosted at ASHP's Mid-Year Clinical Meeting in December. It's a hall at the meeting that is an in-person career fair. It's based around one-on-one interviews. There are typically hundreds of employers and thousands of candidates looking for residencies, fellowships, full-time positions, or faculty positions. It's open Sunday through Wednesday during the meeting. The meeting itself is open Sunday through Thursday, so it does consume most of the meeting. Registration opens in mid-September. The date may vary, but PPS really opens up in October, usually mid to late October. That gives you about a month to get your profile set up to begin really building your online presence. So in mid-October, you'll have the ability to really set up interviews, connect with programs, and do much more. These are the 2014 rates. They may change year to year. So the cost is a little more than just attending the mid-year meeting. You must be registered for the mid-year meeting in order to get into PPS, though. It's hosted online through ASHP's Career Forum technology. You can find everything on the Mid-Year Clinical Meeting website as well. In 2013, there were a variety of different positions. It was mostly residencies and full-time positions. There were also a number of fellowships and faculty. These are just the positions that were listed online. There are other positions available on site when you arrive. For instance, Rutgers has a program that's kind of a separate area of the hall that has hundreds of fellowship positions that they don't post online. So these are positions that were available online to apply to ahead of time. There are about 200 plus employers, 250 plus employers there, varying from industry to hospitals to universities and all over the place. A lot of fellowship programs and residency opportunities. The list of employers is available on the PPS website by the interactive floor plan, and that is updated daily while PPS is open, and it's available ahead of time. There are also open positions available ahead of time beginning in mid-October. They populate as they are posted, and as I mentioned, the Rutgers Pharmaceutical Industry Program has its own space. They are open Saturday beginning at noon for pre-screening. They also have some stuff at their site in New Jersey leading up to the event. So you can visit their website for some more information. Registration opens in mid-September, which is when the early bird rates apply. And then when PPS opens in mid to late October, the price goes up a little bit. You can visit careerfarm.com or the Mid-Year Clinical Meeting to register. You must be registered for the meeting itself in order to participate in PPS as well. So when online opens in September, you'll be able to begin creating your online profile. Such things as CV, your additional documents, maybe a photograph if you want. You'll be able to really hone down on what you want to tell employers about yourself, including some specialty practice areas, desired positions, job settings, and much more. Beginning in October, you can start applying and requesting interviews with programs and employers, and then you'll use the messaging system to connect with them after an application has been submitted. And we also have an online calendar that ties in with the messaging system so you can really see your schedule leading up to the event. The idea is that when you arrive on site, you can either print out your calendar or you can use your smartphone or tablet or the computers on site to check your schedule. It will have company names, booth locations, and the interview times. During the event, you will arrive at the mid-year meeting. You need to register for the meeting first, get your badge. You should have a symbol on your badge. If it's not there, you can stop by PPS on the way to your interviews, and we can help you out there. Interviews are typically 30 minutes. If they're more, you'll probably be notified by the organization. Most interviews are pre-scheduled. You do have the ability to use the computers on site or walk up to booths and schedule some additional interviews. If you're interviewing for a residency program, chances are it's going to be an informational interview, and the formal application will be submitted during the match process. There possibly could be group interviews. If you're not sure if you're going to be involved in one, you might want to ask the employer just so you can prepare properly. And thank you cards are available at the bookstore on site. When you're navigating the hall, we do have a floor plan online. We also have a big floor plan within PPS that you can look through, and we'll have some other floor plans available within the PPS guide that is available on site. So why should you consider PPS in addition to Residency Showcase? We recommend you do both. Residency Showcase, you can go in and talk to hundreds of potential employers in one place, just like you can in PPS. But PPS, you have the one-on-one intimate interview. It's a little less chaotic, and you have a chance to make a real impression sitting down with them in such an intimate setting. We already discussed most of these, but the benefits of PPS are to meet with hundreds of employers in one place. I don't know where else you'll be able to do that. You can get high-quality one-on-one interactions with programs where they're going to remember you hopefully when you submit your application during the match process if you're looking for a residency. Even if there are some opportunities you're not sure about, at the least you can develop some better interviewing skills and get some practice. And again, if you're looking for a residency, you can find out if a program is right for you before you submit your application for the match. So really, it's convenient, it's intimate, and it helps you practice. Some preparation tips: prepare for all interviews, study the program, study the position. If you can find out who you're interviewing with, study them, think about what you'd like to ask them. Bring too many copies of your resume. We do have computers and printers on site. However, they could be, there could be a waiting line. Technology could go down. You never know. So I would bring too many copies and not rely on that. Do whatever you can to stand out in the crowd. Some interviewers are meeting with hundreds of candidates while they're there. So if there's anything you can do to really make yourself memorable, that would certainly help your cause. Take the time to build your online presence. Many interviewers will be researching you before they meet with you. So if you can update your social media profile, anything that can be found online, definitely your PPS profile they'll be looking at. They might even be pulling that up while you're interviewing with them. Make sure it's up to par. Dress appropriately. Use the ASHP online program to get your CV reviewed. Make sure that is, try to perfect it if you can before you arrive. And then residency interviews, like I said, are usually informational. You'll be submitting your formal application during the matching process. Most of our testimonials are based on our ability to provide hundreds of employers, with one-on-one intimate interviews in one place. Most people think it's a great place especially for residencies, but also full-time positions that you can sit down and have those interactions and hone your skills and hopefully land a good position. We have some photographs just to give you an idea of some of the interaction that happens on site. And if you need to contact us, here is our email and the website to find out some more information. Thank you and good luck.